Hello, 3 signs that a Leo likes you. Okay, number 1. It'll be pretty obvious unless they have very shy moon energies like Pisces or Virgo or water or earth in general. It could not just be the moon, it could also be rising energies or like the sun house placement. If they have a lot of water and earth, okay, then maybe it's not quite so obvious. But even then, there's still that Leo energy. So yeah, just pretty much that's the video. It'll be pretty obvious. All right, see ya. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, so basically, even if they have a lot of water or earth, they're gonna want to get your attention. And it might, if they have a lot of water, earth, rising, moon, especially, or anything like that, they might have that kind of shield, or that kind of, it might take a little bit of time. It might take a little bit of getting past that outer defenses. But at that point, when you are on the inner defenses, then they are going to, it's almost going to be kind of like, whoa, I didn't realize this. They felt so deeply, and oh, okay. It can be a little bit much at first. And again, then they'll want your attention. And I mean, if they like you, then they're going to want your attention anyways, but it can be a little bit of a cagey chess match, feeling stuff out. But at a certain point, if it continues past a certain point, yeah, it's going to be pretty obvious. A really good sign is also they'll want to share their heart's greatest delights with you, their favorite songs, their favorite movies. Leos love art, and they love favorites, favorite person, favorite place, favorite whatever. They, having a lot of Leo energy gives a person a great passion in general and a great passion for life. And so when a Leo really loves something, that first of all, they love to love, so they're going to be exploring all sorts of different things in life. And that's something that's good to keep in mind, is if you're willing and able to keep up with them as per their passion. But if you are, then that's awesome, and they're going to want to share so much with you in so many different ways, but especially when it comes to their favorite stuff, because they don't necessarily want you to make it your favorite. They understand, and a healthy Leo understands and respects that everybody has their own favorites in life, and it's not like everybody needs to like what they like, but they want to share it with you. It's not so much about like trying to sell something. It's they want you to share in what they care about, and they really want to also they're interested in what you're interested in as well. So they'll want to, the sharing goes both ways. Obviously there can be some other energies that kind of shape all of this. For example, if the Leo has Mercury Leo, they might be really focused and really giving as per what they think, what they like, what they feel. It's not necessarily bad, it's just something that's good to keep in mind. Versus like if the Leo has Mercury Virgo or Mercury Cancer, then they're still going to love what they love, and they're still going to have their favorite stuff, but they're going to be a lot more receptive and more interested in, okay, well, what also do you like? And there will be that little bit of space. So if your Leo does have Mercury Leo, it's important to know that, again, unless they're unhealthy, they're going to want to know what you love too, and they're going to want to share in that, but you have to kind of volunteer the information. You gotta have a pretty strong sense of self. You actually have to have a very strong sense of self if you're liking a Leo with Mercury Leo, and if they like you back, because they're just so on, and they're so in tune with who they are as a person. A healthy Sun and Mercury in Leo is going to be able to share what they love, but also create space for what you love also. Again, it's just, they can be so excited and so passionate about what they love. It can be difficult sometimes for them to think, oh yeah, well, what do you love? They just have such a good, strong sense of self that it can be a little bit difficult sometimes to consciously remember to make room for other people too. And again, if they're unhealthy, that's a whole other story. They're gonna try and like soak up all of the sunshine ever. They're gonna want to be the only star in the universe and just totally disregard other people's stars, other people's sun energy. But that's an unhealthy Leo, and you don't want to be with an unhealthy Leo anyways. Yeah. So number 2, they'll be both more confident and a little insecure at the same time. This is interesting, funny in a way. So all fire energy people are like this, and Leo being fixed fire in certain ways all the more so. If they have a feeling that you like them, or even if they don't have quite that feeling yet, but they don't feel rejected or anything like that, or humiliated or anything, then you'll notice that they kind of are a little pumped up around you. Not necessarily like feeling like they're better than you or anything like that, but just very, yes, very regal, very kingly or queenly, and very, like that. That's how they turn on their charm. That's how they turn on especially their seduction. And it's just a natural magnetism. They're very warm, and they're very, they reach out and touch, or they reach out and say or compliment, or there's that sense of, whoa, they know what they want and they're going for it, and they're very, very confident. Again, they're very regal though too. It's not necessarily like an Aries confidence or even like a Sag confidence, but especially the Aries, which is like a lot more direct in so many ways. And again, it's good to keep in mind, we don't want to generalize too much. Everybody's energies are going to be taking part in this. But even considering all the other possible combinations, a Sun in Leo is going to be very, very, very confident and very drawing you in, and it's going to be a delicious, fun, seductive game. Now, at the same time, again, this is really interesting. Just like fire energy in general, but Leo being fixed fire even more so, there can be that little bit of insecurity too. If there is just any kind of coldness or any kind of like a whiff of several different things. They don't like me too. If the Leo's feeling this, they don't like me too, or they're not sure about me, or they're insecure, or this or that. More so if they're not sure if you like them, because if you're insecure, that can sometimes be endearing and whatnot. I mean, obviously long term that'll be something that will have to be grown out of for the Leo to really be able to be with you and to be respected, and for you to also be able to be willing and able to appreciate the Leo, because the Leo is going to keep growing and shining if they're healthy. But yeah, that little bit of indecisiveness can really kill that confidence really quick, and they can be very vulnerable. Leos feel really deeply. Fire is a very sensitive, it's a very powerful element, and ultimately every element has its power, so fire isn't necessarily more powerful, but it is a very just raw energy, type energy. And so just like a strong wind can blow out a fire though, or like a water dumping earth on it or whatever, if they feel like you're not appreciating who they are, or if they feel like, even worse, you're like laughing at them or playing a game with them or toying with their feelings or anything like that, then they can turn off real quick and they will not like you. So that's something that's really important to keep in mind is don't play with the Leo's emotions at all. And especially if they're confident. Now, if they're being arrogant, okay, that's unhealthy Leo. Again, you probably don't even want to interact with that person. But if they're being confident, don't tease them about their confidence. It's tricky because on the one hand, a Leo needs a partner who's willing and able to stand up to them, and when their ego's being a little bit too much and saying, hey, enough about you or your feelings or this or whatnot. This is where I'm coming from, this is what I feel, or you're being a little dramatic and stuff like that. That's important, but it's really important to also make sure that you deliver it in the right way so that the Leo isn't turned off. A Leo is like a giant, in the best way I mean this, a giant child. They just have that raw fire, that raw vitality of sun energy. Just like all fire energy individuals they're really in tune with the inner child, and they have to be, sometimes you gotta say, okay, stop with the temper tantrums, that's enough. But you also have to be very gentle, like with a child. And it's really important to honor that and not mess with their confidence any which way. And number 3, they'll go out of their way to warm your heart. that's the best part of that kind of being in tune with their inner child, is they're in tune with their heart, their hope, their optimism, their feeling of it's good to be alive, and there's so much fun to be had and so many opportunities to be had, and they want to share that with their partner. And if they like you, they will go out of their way to show you and to compliment you, to make you feel good, because that makes them feel good. It's just this really good back and forth. Leos celebrate the ones that they love. They are regal and they're kingly or queenly, but a healthy Leo is then going to treat their partner with that same kind of royal treatment, and also be humble. By the way, they're going to be humble and appreciate people's hearts in general, so they won't hurt people. But yeah, a healthy Leo is such an incredible golden heart, and they will be sure to share that abundance of love and abundance of warmth and feeling and encouragement with you. As always, I'm doing readings. Feel free to get in contact with me in the About section to book a reading. And also, I'm working on a book. I'm very excited at the making of this video. It's not quite done. I'm editing it. But it's called Astrological Natal Chart Placements. It's about astrological natal chart placements, and whether it's Sun in Leo or Sun here, or Moon there, Rising here, Mercury here. It is an exhaustive compendium of information that I've learned over the last decade being a professional astrologer. So I'm offering that to the world. It's already at 250,000 words. I have a lot to edit, but maybe by the time you watch this, it's already going to be finished. And so either information of when it'll be ready, or information of how to buy it, so you can check out all the information about your Leo and anybody else, yourself, everyone, then that's also going to be in the About section. Infinite love to you, my friend. Namaste. Peace.